All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakudash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us His truth. And a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching His truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and as the days go by, hey, even as the minutes and seconds go by, you know, we're getting closer and closer to the coming of our Lord. You know, the Most High is shaking things up on the global geopolitical stage. He's shaking things up here in Babylon. He's shaking things up in the ministry, man. You know, a lot of guys have been getting exposed in 2025. You know, you look at the geopolitical climate. You had, what was it, Ukraine doing that drone attack on the Russian military, and Putin's vowing a drastic response, and we don't know what that is yet. We have what was it? They had that those students getting caught with pathogens, Chinese students, and now the FBI is getting involved with that. You know, all kinds of things going on, man. It's really too much to list. Okay. But we're going to start with Romans 13 and 11, because now it's time to really wake out of sleep, man. Now it's time to, you know, wake the fuck up if you haven't woken up. And if you're a brother in this truth, now it's time to really trim the fat, you know.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
So as the days go by, we need to get closer and closer to our power. Okay. Then you have these Israelites that they just want to talk about the law, and do stupid rap videos, you know, and do marches. You know, I've been seeing a lot of ISUPK videos lately where they're doing these boot camps, man. You know, and doing these big marches with hundreds of guys, trying to look all tough, you know, dressed up in all black like street thugs, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that. The Lord said that He would gather His elect with His word, man. Okay? He said that the scriptures say that even though we don't war with the flesh, even though we're in the flesh, we don't war after the flesh, man. Okay? It's really the Most High that's going to bring down this stronghold. Okay? You continue in there. There's a couple more good verses.
He said, the night is far spent, and the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Right, brothers going in the truth, man. You know, get rid of all that fleshly shit. You know, making your mind and your faith stronger. Okay, growing in the knowledge. You know, becoming a better brother. Those, you know, it seems like, you know, the Lord is really trying to perfect the saints right now. Okay? Is there any more in there? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually just bring out the 11th verse, but that's actually pretty meaty, that verse of that chapter.
And say, let us walk earnestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy.
Right, and there's a lot of these camps that are walking in that drunkenness. Okay? Hey, our apostles gave the order out, you know, not to be going to clubs or parties no more, man. Okay? Little things like that, you know? And I mean, honestly, a lot of us in GMS, we're all grown up now. You know, fuck that stupid shit. A lot of those places, you know, are a lot of those people are just walking in darkness, man. You know, you get caught up in a troublesome situation, being around the black fatigue, man.
He say, but put ye on the Lord Yahushai Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
fulfill the lust thereof, man. We've seen it time and time again. Lust will knock a brother right out the truth. You know, we're not saying that you gotta sit inside and treat yourself like you're in your little apartment or whatever, like you're a fucking prisoner all day. You know, you can have some drinks or whatever. You know, you could have some form of methods of entertainment or fun or whatever. It's just you gotta have that shit balanced, man. You know, and as the days go on, you really gotta trim that more and more little. The same things that you're interested in when you first came in the truth, you know, shouldn't really excite you like that no more. Okay? It really shouldn't excite you like that no more, man. This is I got it. Micah 2:10. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. All right, this place will destroy you, man. You know, there's all kinds of temptation everywhere. I mean, just look at the state of our people, man. They're mentally gone. You know, at first, when our people came over here in the ships, man, it was mostly physical. Okay, physical torture, but now it's mental torture, man. Okay? Our people got fucking tattoos all over them. They're all into that fucking black culture bullshit. You know, believing in every philosophy under the sun. Okay? All kinds of nonsense. You know, following wicked philosophies, man. Whatever's trending. Trending is just wickedness. It's like, what the fuck is that, man? The Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. And the time to wake up and arise out of sleep is now, man. Okay, they declare their sin is Sodom. You know, our people do everything on an excellent level when it comes to wickedness, man. You know, they could be the best drug dealers, the most. Here it is, right? You got the chief flamboyant one, Esau Edom, right? He makes it cool. He made the fruitcake culture cool, and our people went and brought it to another level.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 3. He said unto me, Son of man, I send you to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even to this very day.
Now, people, they rebel against whatever the Bible says, man. You know, they'll be open to every other philosophy. That nation Islam shit, any Christianity. You know?
Really, they used to be into that stuff. Right now, these people don't got no morals. It's no moral code out here. Like, no people got no type of morals. They with whatever, they don't got no opinion or whatever. It's crazy.
They just let wickedness be wickedness, man. Because Esau Edom's put that vibration out there where you can't get on anybody, man. It makes you so afraid to offend somebody with your words. You know? But really, people are supposed to be mentally strong and hear rebuke. You know?
This is verse 5. And they, whether they hear or whether they forbear, for they are rebellious people, yet shall they know that a prophet has been among them. And thou, son of man, be not afraid, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with them, and you does dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks.
Yep, the Lord compared our people to a bunch of scorpions, man. There's really Jake that'll fuck you over before anybody, man. Even the devil. Even the devil, man. Just look at some of these Israelite leaders, man. They're hardcore extortioners. Here it is. You've been given this great knowledge of knowing that you're an Israelite, right? Been revealed to you, and you want to use it to advance your finances, man, and to get power. Yeah, so I can look into this.
Verse 7, and you shall speak my words unto them, whether they hear or whether they forbear, for they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto you. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. Open your mouth and eat that I give thee.
Right, we're commanded to eat the roll. Okay? In fact, let me hold that. Let me get this in Isaiah 55. This is Isaiah 55:1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. So anybody who's thirsting for this truth, all right, any Israelite that's thirsting for this truth, you got to come into it wholeheartedly. So this is not an administration where we're trying to make all kinds of profit. Okay? And then you got Jake that'll just trust anybody, man. Now you gotta, the scriptures say, know the state of thy flock. You know, that's why our camps are closed. You know, we don't just let anybody up in here, man. Then you'll be, if you let anybody up in there, then you'll be like that one dude that, who was it, Vandersloot, that shot up that one black church or whatever. You gotta wonder if something like that's gonna happen in one of these rival camps, man, because y'all just let anybody in. This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, so prudent man, which means what? A smart or a wise man foreseeth the evil, man. He could see the times that are coming. Just like the scriptures say in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter, in fact, I'm going to pull that up, that measure the time diligently in itself.
I got it.
All right.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9.
One, two,
This book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto you. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before you, even from the beginning.
Right, and the measurement comes through what? Gauging and discerning the prophecies that are coming to pass. You know, look at what's going on with this is what really separates us from these other camps, man. I mean, the MOTB is becoming more and more apparent every day. You know, with the AI takeover. Okay, the AI takeover, man. There was this one CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, and he's saying that every 6 months, AI has the capability of removing something like 50 million jobs or something. with its new capabilities and functionality that it gets. You know, I posted what ChatGPT said that there's this one company, I think it's called Final Spark, out there in Sweden, that's figuring out how to make biological computer chips, man. Computer chips out of brain matter. You know, because the manufacturing of all these AI powered robots is going to be happening soon. And I'd seen some footage of what was it, them ICE raids in LA, and the FBI is getting involved now, and they had the robot dogs out there with them. You know, and we're at the verge of a breakthrough where manufacturing that stuff is going to become extremely cheap. Extremely cheap, man, as the technology advances. And here it is. Jake just want to listen to the latest rap song. Okay, want to sit there and speak up for, you know, the alphabet rights. You know, you as a people, you were given the laws, like it says in Psalm 147. You were given the commandments. If anything, you should be the most vocal against it. But that's why the Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of our people.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth or mercy or knowledge of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai in the land.
Right, the knowledge of the Most High, man. You know, the scriptures say, what was it, Romans, that the knowledge of the law is the knowledge of sin. Okay, the law determines what's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Not what the news anchor tells you, not what's trending on social media.
Yeah, and the Lord said he had a controversy with our people because they don't got no knowledge. They don't even think upon the Most High no more. This is like, it's like they forgot, like this. The scriptures is a make-believe book to our people. They don't think Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai got no power and don't got no respect unto him. But they fear man. When our people see the police pull up, they get scared.
Mm-hmm. When they see all these videos of these AI robots, man, they get scared.
They're going to be afraid. Hey, they was afraid
drones.
Not even the drones. The pestilence that came in 2020. Our people was afraid of that.
They were lining up to get the you know what. Mm-hmm. There's still usually when you see somebody wearing masks now, it's our people, man. Our people and old fucking white ladies.
Uh-huh. Verse 6, it say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So since you don't want to get this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding, that's why our people are going to be destroyed, man.
That's why we're saved by this word, man.
What's the name? Get Jeremiah 2:14.
All right.
And Isaiah.
Okay.
Isaiah 1:3.
Jeremiah 2. I'm gonna get 13. Jeremiah 2 and 13.
I can start. What's the name? Start at 9.
Jeremiah 2 and 9. Wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead. For pass over the isles of Egypt, and see, send unto Kedar, and consider diligently.
Yeah. He wants you to search out all these places and see what's going on in these other lands. These other lands of the heathen. Go to Chittim or go to Egypt and see what them people doing over there. Go ahead.
And see if there be such a thing hath the nation changed their gods.
Yeah, see, if the Ishmaelites not serving their power, Allah, all right, our people don't want to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They want to serve these other gods. They into all these different philosophies. But the so-called Chinese, they worshiping who they supposed to. The dot heads worshiping the cow. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael worshiping Africans. I don't know what they believe, but they do their own thing. Everybody is in order except our people. Go ahead.
So we had some Pakistanis come up a few years ago, and he kept talking about Zoroastrianism. You need to look into Zoroastrianism.
Yeah.
I went and looked into that shit. They basically worship fire.
Yeah. That's y'all shit. Y'all can do that. That's what y'all should do.
In
That's
the kingdom, you ain't even gonna have no memory of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory.
Yeah, you changed your glory. Which really was the power. We can go into the things that the Lord did for Israel. Our people really need to know this, man. Mm-hmm. Our power is a real power. No other power got power.
Mm-hmm. There's no other book that captivates people as much as the scriptures, man. You know, there's actually no other book that they've tried to destroy more than the scriptures too. You know? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Okay? Because they can't hold no water, man.
Yeah, they can't. The truth can't sit in them. The truth is, you put the truth in them, it's coming right out.
No, there ain't no living water in that, man. They want to run to this Jesus shit. You know, I was waiting to come here, and there was a bunch of those missionary Christians out there, man. And Jake just want to listen to them because they sit there with that fucking simple ass smile on their face. They just like how that word Jesus sounds, man. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? And they like being slaves, man. They have a slave mentality. Okay? They have a slave mentality, man. They're trying to have a better life here in Babylon. Okay? They like it here in Babylon because Babylon gives them the freedom to do wickedness. They just want they just want prosperity and the freedom, man. You know? But really, the 2/3 they always on the sides of the 2/3, man. You know? Isaiah 30.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
Okay.
And Psalm 78, 1.
Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
Well, they don't consider that they the true people of the Most High. And that this book that they was most of our people was raised up in is true, and it's about them. They don't consider when they read this story, they think this story is about the so-called white man and white people. They don't think that this is their history. They don't consider that. Because if they did, it would make sense. When you read this book, knowing that this book is just for Israel, it makes way more sense. Everything, it's not confusing. It will be.
Especially when you look at who's over there in our land right now, man. Like they're Snow White, blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, the small hatters, man.
Yeah.
That's three forms of leprosy right there.
All the way around.
All right, yeah. Leprosy within and without, man. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
This is our people. It sound like them. It sound like them.
Especially when you look at how they treat each other, man.
Yeah.
That shit ridiculous. I looked up all kinds of stats on so-called black on black crime, man. I did that video on Memorial Day. That's like one of the bloodiest weekends of the year for our people, man. And it's them killing each other. And you got 4th of July coming up. That's gonna be them killing each other all over again, man. They got the police out in foot working overtime on 4th of July, man. Children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. So no matter how much the Lord puts you in a shitty state, you know, and whoops your ass physically, mentally, spiritually, okay, you still don't learn your lesson, man. And the next step is to be put to death, man, because you could see a big massive amount of death coming to our people, man. I've been watching a lot of these so-called black fatigue videos that appear on my social media fatigue. These Edomites are ready to get trigger happy on your ass, man. They ain't playing around no more. They're sick of this shit.
It sounds 78.
They know they need to do it. Well, Mr. Trump is in office, man. He's lifting up the pride of that eagle.
Hey, Biden hates niggas too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, he was talking about he don't want his kids living in a concrete jungle. So I'll start from the top. Psalm 78:1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. Because really, man, this truth is supposed to be passed down from generation to generation, and it hasn't been.
Hold that right there. Hold that. Deuteronomy 4:4 or 4:6. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to, in a real Israelite nation, we're supposed to pass down the story. That's why even your name is supposed to be like Mark, son of your dad, like that's son of his dad.
I was just fixing a bunch of dumb shit, man. Mark, or not Mark. Okay. Deuteronomy 4. Actually, this whole chapter is good.
Verse 4:9. Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 4:9. Actually, I'm going to start at 8. 6, yeah. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Talk about the law. Because only the law was only given to Israel. So us keeping the law and doing everything properly was our greatness to the sight of the nations.
Like Scripture said, we're supposed to be the children of light.
Yeah, we're an example to these people.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Yeah. And you look at Jake today, don't nobody think that.
Yeah, it ain't even about what's going on with your brain. It's about just keeping the law, like
being an example.
Yeah.
Of how to conduct yourself, man. Of how to be a real man, you know?
It really makes sense.
Especially when you see how fucked up the family situation is, man. You know? I mean, the black woman having multiple children with different baby daddies and no leadership, no guidance for the children.
If our people kept half these laws, it would make them better. It would be better.
Shit, a third.
Yeah. A third of it would be way better off.
For what nation is there so great, who hath Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for?
And that's part of the, they say, what nation is so great that has Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, so nigh unto us, so close unto us. He's closer unto us than to any other nation. Really, he don't even care about no other nation. And that's
The NPC.
yeah, because like being an Israelite, it's an actual advantage. You're better than the other nations, man. It's like it ain't no. What you get out of that? It's a lot.
For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Okay, so we're supposed to pass this down, man. You know? Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy power in Horeb.
Yeah, we're supposed to teach our sons. And through us teaching our sons and us ruling over our wives, because we ain't supposed to be equal until we're supposed to rule our wives, and they're going to teach the daughters.
That's another thing that's going on with our people, man. Because they're women ruling over them, man.
Yeah.
And then they get proud and nasty. Psalm 78, I'm going to start back at 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord, and his strength and his wonderful works that he hath done. For he established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. And there's the cross reference. It says Deuteronomy 4 and 9 right there. That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Yahweh, and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. The children of Ephraim, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They kept not the covenant of the Most High, and refused to walk in this law, and forget his works and his wonders that he had showed them.
Yeah, our people act like women, man. Because they're supposed to
Go ahead, I got it.
they're supposed to appreciate them. They like a man supposed to appreciate things, man. Even like say, even if a brother did it, like I remember 2 years ago when a woman ain't gonna go back that far. She gonna be like, oh, I remember 2 years ago. They're supposed to appreciate. They wasn't appreciating.
Slacking, brothers. I got a little back issue. I got a little back brace on, and to readjust. But
We're gonna go into what the things the Lord did for our people, man.
verse 12, Psalm 78 and 12. Marvelous things did he in the sight of their fathers in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zoan. In fact, I'm going to get Isaiah 30 after that because it mentions Zoan. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through.
Yeah, he divided a whole sea. for the nation, for the whole nation, and cause them to pass through. Go ahead.
And cause them to pass through.
That's enough for a lifetime. That's a favor for a lifetime. One favor.
And that's a story that's still told today. You know, even though Christians don't like to mention, the Old Testament one much, that's one of the stories that the so-called teach. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters to stand as a heap. In the daytime also he led them with the cloud, and all the night with the light of fire. He clave the rocks in the wilderness and gave them drink as out of the great depths.
And he opened rocks and gave drink. Go ahead.
He brought streams also out of the rock and caused waters to run down like rivers. And they sinned yet more against him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness. So what group of people in this world who would do something like that?
Yeah, who acts like that?
You know?
Niggas.
Mm-hmm. Who's the ones going in their own neighborhoods, fucking closing the malls down and mass looting, and then bitching when they close down? You know?
White men kill one nigga. They want to tear the city down, and they go around killing each other for nothing.
Burning down the grocery stores. And then complain when there ain't no grocery stores, man. You know? They don't think. They just do. Okay? That's somebody that's a lawless beast. You know, somebody who doesn't discern their actions, man. That's a wild beast, man. Verse 17, and they sinned yet more against him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness, and they tempted the Most High in their heart by asking meat for their lust. Yea, they spake against Yahweh. They said, can the Most High furnish a table in the wilderness? Behold, he smote the rock, that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? Therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel. You know?
Angry.
Yeah, because our people, they don't appreciate what the Most High does for them, you know?
So he could have, and rightfully, because they kept being wicked, he could have just smoked them right there. Mm-hmm. But what did he do? Have more compassion on them.
Behold, he smote the rock, the waters gushed out. Oh wait, slash, verse 22. Because they believed not in the Most High and trusted not in his salvation. And you have Israelite camps out there that aren't trusting in the salvation, man. They want to build here. You know, they want to do these boot camps and the law, and then they want to say things like the Lord could come back 30 years from now, 1,000 years from now. 1,000 years from now, man. The whole world gonna be fucking robots 1,000 years from now, man. Ain't even gonna be these elites. They won't even have no need for biological humans. They just ain't got no vision. Though he had commanded the clouds from above and opened the doors of heaven and had rained down manna upon them to eat and had given them of the corn of heaven, man did eat angels' food. He sent them meat to the full. He caused an east wind to blow in the heaven, and by his power he brought in the south wind. He rained flesh also upon as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of the sea. And he let it fall in the midst of their camp. round about their habitations. So they did eat and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire.
Okay, every man their own desire, wherever was their favorite taste. If somebody was lemon pepper, Cajun, you know what I'm saying? He made it to
Cajun
their
manna.
yeah, he made it to their taste.
Wow. They were not estranged from their lust, while their meat was yet in their mouths. The wrath of the Most High came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Israel. For all this, they sinned still.
Hey, and that's the thing. The Lord, why did he do that? None of them people was believers, though, that he took out. Because he knew that they didn't believe. The Most High, that's why you should fear the Lord. Because the Lord knows what you think. The Lord knows in your mind. You can't trick him. You can trick man. You can tell me anything. You can't trick the Lord.
He knows your strengths. He knows your weaknesses. He knows the number of the hairs on your head. If you look at guys that get exposed or sifted out of this thing, the Lord attacks their weaknesses, man, because he knows what their weaknesses are, right? You know, just like Alan.
Yeah, he knew that Alexander liked the boys.
Yep.
Or
the feeling of being violated. And it took years in the making for that to come out. That's what's crazy about it, man. The text was from years ago.
The book of Second Ezra going
And then boom, 3 weeks before the Passover, done.
When we expected it too, because you always expect something to happen before the Passover, and they call it sickness season. So
We might not have expected exactly that.
no,
But
it's been big every year.
Yep.
The Mississippi guys, that was a big thing.
Yep.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 15, verse 53. 16, verse 53 say, let not the sinner say he have not sinned. Say that he have not sinned. For Yahweh shall burn hot coals of fire upon his head, which saith before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in his glory, I have not sinned. Behold, the Lord knows all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts. It say, which spake, but the word, but that's the point. He knows, the Lord knows all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts, and their minds. So he know everything. You can't trick him. So he's going to take out who he got to take out.
well, hey, the elect were predestined, man. He knew he was going to save the foundation of the world. Just like he knew he was going to be
Peace,
destroyed.
peace.
You know, you
I
got all,
said peace.
you got all these people that say
Y'all hear me?
there ain't no free will.
I said peace, brother.
What up?
You got a king sign on it. You don't say peace, brother. What you say? How you doing?
We doing something. We
Oh.
busy. When busy, this what you when you want somebody to attention, you say, excuse me. You
Oh,
don't
excuse-
over talk a man.
No, excuse me, brother.
Have a nice day. Have a
I said
nice day. Have a nice day. Don't disrespect the
No
man.
question, my bro. No question.
Don't disrespect the man. That's why you got little girls out here, man.
That's all
You got
love,
real little girls out here. Well, they women. Our people is emotional women.
Let's get this in. You got more in there? This is a good one to follow up with. Yeah. What do
He
you
came
think
in the wrong spirit. If he came and said Shalom, that's not what we into. What he was talking about is not what we into. All right, you come in the wrong spirit. You say John, 1 John 2, 1 John 2 and 10 real quick. Neither bid him Godspeed. All right. Little bare-faced, pedophile looking dude, bro. He don't care about what's going on up here. We out here to bid our people repentance to bring them back to remembrance who he was. He didn't even come up to ask. You know? Go ahead.
1 John 2:10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion. I think it's 19 you're looking for.
Neither bid him Godspeed.
Oh. That might be 2 John. I know it's. I'm scared. Second.
Oh, there you go. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we're not supposed to bid someone Godspeed who's.
But give what you was
Well, this is a good one. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me,
Yeah. Go ahead.
and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit,
That's a fact.
that they may add sin to sin.
That's what he would have been doing if we'd have chit-chatted with him, or his spirit was out. Go ahead.
If we're just doing something, you see a camera out, you see us wearing these garments and speaking, and you're just going to interrupt the conversation, man. He wouldn't do that if it was two fucking pastors up here
Nah.
that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them.
I bet you he double jump shot it and everything.
Yep. Nor be a help, nor profit, but a shame, and also a reproach. I'm going to jump down to 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people.
Yeah, they're rebellious people, man. That's not gonna listen, man. They just want to. Like you said, if it was the white man up here, he would have just been respectful, bro.
Or some fucking athlete he sees on TV, or some rapper or something, man. He would have been acting like a little fucking girl at a fucking concert. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, because that's what they want to hear. They want to hear bullshit. They want to hear fluff. You know, they want to have their emotions, what their emotions want to hear. Like the brother said, they're like a bunch of fucking women, man. You know,
5 and 18. Our people, it's a cruel day coming on this earth, man, and they ain't ready for it. And I can't wait, man. Say peace to that.
Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord,
Or who don't know about the day of the Lord. Right? Who don't got no knowledge. Who can't teach me a goddamn thing. Go ahead.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yes, our people don't know that it's a day of darkness coming upon the whole earth, man. And everybody gonna get tested. Go ahead.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
It's gonna be like if you was running from a lion and a bear met you. For everybody, especially our people, because they ain't ready for nothing. All right, they not in shape. They don't jog. All right, they don't work out. All you do is fucking try to make themselves look good on social media, man. our people is in a bad way, bro. If you don't got the Lord on your side, you ain't gonna make it. That's the only way.
That's that's a serious demon on our people, man. Is that social media clout?
Yeah, I never got into it like that. So I see how powerful it is, though.
Sometimes even when you're just watching it, browsing it. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, that
fuck-
shit. You'll be sitting there and you be like, oh shit, I've been
Where'd
here
the
for.
time go?
I've been here for an hour and a half. Fucking yeah. You gotta put that shit down, bro.
Yep.
Word.
And it's fucking bullshit because that's really how you get most of the news now.
It's like, yo, did you see the new Black Mirror where they got the joint, where they got the joint in their hand, or they put it onto their joint, and their eyes turn white when they go into the.
I might have.
Oh, you would know if you seen it, but that's how it is. That's how it really is. People are locked into their phones, they be in there. Where?
Like
You in there.
it's like the Matrix, man. You
Yeah.
got NPCs everywhere. You know, and there's only a few that actually know what the fuck is going on. They aren't a part of the simulation.
Yeah.
It's almost is like these people are just living in a damn simulation. Living in a fucking simulation, man. Living in like NPCs in Assassin's Creed or whatever those fucking games are, man. The Witcher. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's no escape. You're not gonna be able to escape the Lord's judgment. Go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
So if the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, you should be trying to find out what you can do to get away from that judgment. All right, you should be able to find out what could you do to escape that judgment. Get Luke 21:34.
Oh, I got that written on my list too. This is Luke 21:34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with fighting.
Is it more? Start up or no?
31, yeah. Luke 21 and 31. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not.
Start at 28.
Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
The redemption is your house shot. Like I said before, the only way you're going to escape this is our Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, if you don't got the ultimate power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're not going to make it. Go ahead.
And he spake to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees.
Yeah.
When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand.
When we first came out here in the springtime, you looked at the trees; they were still empty, but you could tell they was coming along, so you knew it was springtime. All right, right now we can see that summer's at hand. All the trees got most of they fucked up from I don't know what's going on, like they got some type of disease, but whatever leaves they got, that's what they got, and they about to.
You see all the white stuff floating around.
Yeah.
The pollen.
The pollen.
That's the summer allergy season. All the plants are reproducing right now.
Yeah. Shit is coming along out here.
It's like a month or two late.
Yeah.
But it's coming along.
It's coming along. Everybody know the summertime about to start.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be with these prophecies. Go ahead.
When they verse 31, so likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass.
All right, when you see the pestilence coming, when you see the wars, the rumors of wars going the nation going against nation, go ahead.
Know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand?
Yeah.
Verily I say unto
All right,
you.
earthquakes left and right, bro. They're not even reporting on it. It's earthquakes all over the world. Go ahead.
heaven and earth shall not pass away, but my words. Oh, so like heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life.
Yeah, worried about what's going on with what about the P. Diddy and all this shit and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, George Sanders got drafted the 5th round. You worry about all this bullshit, man. When Esau is about to come down with great wrath, man. When he's putting the endlink on the main on CNN and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is mainstream now. Right? It ain't a sneaky thing they doing no more.
And there's a bunch of other companies that are making those C-hits, man. You know? Because you know, I know from following markets over the years that when something becomes trending, then all the other rich motherfuckers start doing these little startups.
That's what they're going to be having.
It breeds innovation, man. You know, competition. So that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, and this is the main point, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things.
Yeah, you got to be to escape all these things. You must be accounted worthy. All right, by being a rainbow warrior, that's not going to get you accounted worthy. All right, going to the fucking P parade ain't going to get you accounted worthy.
Even supporting those people, man.
Yeah.
You can't even support these people. We're not supposed to follow a multitude to do evil, man.
Hey, being a nigga ain't gonna get you accounted worthy. Following after other gods not gonna get you accounted worthy.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay, finish up in Isaiah 30 and then we'll close it out. Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that's why you see so many of these jakes following these simpleton entry-level camps, man, because they're being prophesied those deceits. They're easily bewitched, and when you look at the countenance of their faces, they just look fucking simple. They just look fucking simple, man. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant. Okay? Just like your destruction is going to come at an instant, man. When the Lord tells those angels, you know, to go and you know, the hour of martial law and the C-hip gets mandated and all these things come to pass, you know, the famines and all that, you know, the Lord's going to send a lot of these things all at once, man, because that's really what the hour of temptation is about. It's going to be really hard to resist that C-hip, man. In fact, the scriptures say that the Lord is going to be the one that's going to keep you from it. You're not going to be able to have your own strength in the flesh to resist it, man. You know? Especially as you jakes that are so into this fucking society, man. What is so great about this society that everybody loves so much? That's what I want. What's so great about it, man? You know? Ain't shit good about this place.
place, man. And changing the system of laws ain't gonna fucking do nothing. Okay, it needs to be destroyed and rebuilt, man. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us His truth, and a sincere shalom to the elect out there, teach His truth in all honesty and sincerity. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.